So, Marius, at last I find you.
Tyrael, yes. Yes, now I recognize you. I should have known you'd travel in disguise. They're always watching.
I've been searching for you for a long time, Marius. I was rather beginning to think you didn't want to be found.
Oh, forgive me, Tyrael, please. It wasn't my fault.
Not your fault. Tell me, Marius, how was it not your fault?
The Wanderer. Yes, it was the Wanderer. My days at the Rogue Citadel seem so long ago. I sought refuge from my memories in the company of other outcasts, high in the mountains past the Eastern Gate.
Do you want something?
Oh, I fought sleep for days at a time. For when I dreamt, the memories would return. Memories of the monastery and the evil which had claimed it. Dreams, memories. I couldn't tell the difference anymore. Had the evil from my dreams followed me at my heels? How had he found me here? How could this broken shell of a man, barely able to carry the weight of his own sword, be the burning terror which drove me to hide here? He seemed to have demons of his own that he struggled to contain. And he was losing. As I watched, I became convinced that I was truly mad. The terror, the destruction, the evil I witnessed. How else could I explain them? Were these the demons from my dream, or were they born within the Wanderer? Why did I follow him? I don't know. Why do things happen as they do in dreams? All I know is that when he beckoned, I had to follow him. And from that moment, we traveled together east. Always into the east.
I'm Raven, and welcome back to the lair. Today we're starting our Let's Play of Diablo 2. This game, if you aren't already aware, is pretty damn good. What's going to make this slightly different is, aside from maybe once or twice back in the day, I think I might have played this at a friend's house, I've never actually played Diablo 2. I've only ever played Lord of Destruction. You see, I did not own Diablo 2 by itself. I only ever had the Diablo 2 Battle Chest, which of course included the expansion, War of Destruction. So I've only ever played the game with the expansion characters, all the expansion items, and as version 1.07, and of course the later versions. This is Diablo 2 version 1.00. This is completely unpatched. This is as it comes off my original Diablo 2 CDs. Now, the real question is, what am I going to play? I'm going to go to multiplayer. Now you're wondering, why multiplayer? Because in multiplayer, the frame rate is unlocked. Don't worry about these guys. These are just the characters I made for testing. We can go ahead and delete those. So, will I play the Amazon? Necromancer, let's say sorcerer. The Barbarian. The Sorceress. Or the Paladin. Now, normally I'd play the Druid or the Amazon, because those are my two favourite classes. But I think this time... But then if I go for the Amazon, it could be a continuation of my Diablo 1 character, right? Technically. And I do love the Amazon. Okay, I'm gonna go Amazon. I do love the Amazon, so... Alright. Let us get this going. Getting Diablo 1 unpatched to run on a modern system. Not easy. Very hard, in fact.
Good day.
What is explicitly interesting about version 1, you might ask? Well, I took a look at some of the... There's no image, is there? What's explicitly interesting about Diablo 2 completely unpatched is there are a lot of quality of life changes that they made in Lord of Destruction that aren't present here. For example, in the options menu, there's no resolution option. I've only ever played Diablo 2 in, 800 by 600 I think is the highest it goes to. The auto map, there is no corner auto map. It is only a big central one. And a few other things like that. Yeah, that's weird. I wonder why I saw the sounds. I didn't do that. I don't know why it's turned down like that. There we go. There's that beautiful rogue encampment music. Alright. Well, let us get this game underway. I shall start it by talking to the person that I usually avoid when I start these games.
Greetings, stranger. I'm not surprised to see your kind here. Many adventurers have traveled this way since the recent troubles began. No doubt you've heard about the tragedy that befell the town of Tristram. Some say that Diablo, the Lord of Terror, walks the world again. I don't know if I believe that, but a dark wanderer did travel this route a few weeks ago. He was headed east to the mountain pass guarded by the rogue monastery. Maybe it's nothing, but evil seems to have trailed in his wake. You see, shortly after the wanderer went through, the monastery's gates to the pass were closed, and strange creatures began ravaging the countryside. Until it's safer outside the camp and the gates are reopened, I'll remain here with my caravan. I hope to leave for Lutga Lane before the shadow that fell over Tristram consumes us all. If you're still alive then, I'll take you along. You should talk to Akara, too. She seems to be the leader of this camp. Maybe she can tell you more.
My kind? What do you mean, my kind, Warif?
Your presence honors me.
I bet it does.
It's easy to become lost in the wilderness on the way to the Citadel. After you have come to the Cairnstones, you must remember that the path continues through the caves.
Spoilers.
It's easy to become...
Alright. Other quality of life changes. I believe that if I take this healing potion out, if I shift left click, it won't go onto my belt. No, it won't. Which also means that you can't automatically fill up your tomes of town portal or what have you. Let's go ahead and put that onto throw. Which means that you can't also just shift click to fill up your belt. I think fundamentally everything else, all the slots and what have you, stay the same. There obviously won't be any special Amazon unique items.
Hi there, I'm Charcy, the blacksmith here in camp. It's good to see some strong adventurers around here. Many of our sisters fought bravely against Diablo when he first attacked the town of Tristram. They came back to us true veterans, bearing some really powerful items. Seems like their victory was short-lived, though. Most of them are now corrupted by Ondario.
Damn it. Not my character.
Oh, Kasha's fantastic. Sure, she's a little hard on outsiders, but who can blame her? All she wants is to protect our order. But now that our sisters have turned against us, I think this whole mess has hardened her heart.
I think I will just dip the music to half here. A little bit more contrast for you. Because obviously I can balance my voice over the audio, but I can't balance the in-game audio against itself. Now, of course, you start the game with pretty much nothing to your name other than a buckler, some javelins, and 2 scrolls. But hey, I'm not in any hurry to get myself murderated.
Good day to you, partner.
Good day!
I'm Geed, and I can already tell that I'll be your best friend in this forsaken camp.
You will indeed.
Spare weapons, some gold, a small gem is all I want in exchange for the equipment you'll need on whatever quest you might undertake. No, don't be shy. All of my items are guaranteed for life and come with a 2-day warranty.
And that is value. A warranty in these times?
That old coot Kane is as crazy as a wet quill rat. I hear he survived whatever happened in Tristram. Personally, I wouldn't trust a thing he has to say.
What? Why wouldn't you trust God Kane? Now, Geed is great, because Geed sells longbows quite early on. But we can't afford that just yet. Let's see, who else do we have to talk to? We haven't talked to Kasia or Annika Rice yet.
Well, well. I never expected to see an Amazon in these lands. You're very brave to have come here. Many of my fellow sisters have fallen under some dark spell, and if you're not careful, you may fall prey to it as well.
Ha! Don't take me for some weak sapling.
When I was very young, Akara told me tales of the Amazons' fearlessness in battle, and of their skills with spears and bows. I like to think we rogues have much in common with you Amazons.
For those of you who have not played Diablo 2, you may be asking, how does it compare to Diablo 1? Well, for one thing, your statistics pane is practically the same. You've got your attributes. Hush, Akara. You get to add skill points to them whenever you level up. However, you do get a talent tree, which means there's all sorts of fun things you can get as you level up. Let's talk to Akara.
I am Akara, High Priestess of the Sisterhood of the Sightless Eye. I welcome you, traveler, to our camp, but I'm afraid I can offer you but poor shelter within these rickety walls. You see, our ancient sisterhood has fallen under a strange curse. The mighty citadel, from which we have guarded the gates to the east for generations, has been corrupted by the evil demoness Andariel. I still can't believe it, but she turned many of our sister rogues against us and drove us from our ancestral home. Now the last defenders of the sisterhood are either dead or scattered throughout the wilderness. I implore you, stranger, please help us. Find a way to lift this terrible curse, and we will pledge our loyalty to you for all time.
Well, maybe not all time, that's a bit overkill.
There is a place of great evil in the wilderness. Kasha's rogue scouts have informed me that a cave nearby is filled with shadowy creatures and horrors from beyond the grave. I fear that these creatures are massing for an attack against our encampment. If you are sincere about helping us, find the dark labyrinth and destroy the foul beasts. May the Great Eye watch over you.
I'd hardly call the Den of Evil a labyrinth, but another similar but yet different Diablo 1, we have a quest log. Ooh, look at that. As you see, there are 6 quests in each act, I believe, apart from Act 4, which I believe only has 4? 5? I don't know, it's been a while. I haven't actually played Diablo 2 probably for 3 or 4 years, I guess.
Good day.
I still actually have all of my old Diablo 2 characters. I always kept a physical backup of them in a separate folder just in case. I have my druid, which I took through all the way, through all difficulties, killed all bosses. I think it's what, Patriarch is the final title you get? Alright, no more yakking. Let's go ahead and go out to the Blood Moor.
I shall purge this land of the shadow.
You see that? That's CD loading time, boys. Playing this off the CDs. Madman. Ooh, a shrine. Mana recharge shrine. That's not really very useful. Stab, stab! As with Diablo 1, I'm going to do my best to take out everything and explore all sections that I encounter. To get the full experience, you understand. Let's see what we're on here. Oh yeah, got some gold, healing, and some magic armor already. Well, let's go ahead and just do that. I can't even use it. Any tomes? Nope. Looks like that's all we have in here then. Oh, and of course, the other big difference you note between Diablo 1 and Diablo 2 is we're running. We can run at a pretty good speed, actually.
It's locked.
Oh, and of course we can also move in non-tile-based movement. Ah, nice, stamina shrine. Stupid quill rats, they think they're so tough. That's but a single jab of my javelins takes them down. And X. Ocean. Pathetic. These undead beasts think they can match up against an Amazon. We are far too mighty for that. Ah, perfect. All I need now is some arrows. Oh, come to think of it, that's another thing. In Lord of Destruction, you get 2 weapon tabs, so you can push W. Whoa, what the fuck was that? Lightning? Was that? Oh, that's... Yes, it was lightning. I don't ever recall seeing a flash of lightning. It's been a while, though. What was I saying? Oh yeah, you can press W to switch between 2 weapons very quickly. Useful for if you run out of ammunition or you need to switch to a melee weapon and shield. But that shouldn't be a problem. I've played this game so much, this run's going to be flawless. I'm going to get through this without dying a single time, I'm going to get all the best drops. I'm not going to waste any time because I know where everything is, right? Right? Oh boy. Setting myself up for a failure here. Ooh, a chest. Damn it. That's not arrows. Yeah, sometimes lucky. Mana potion. Sometimes lucky. I swear, later into the game, it's all you can do to get them to drop arrows. Right. Let's cross over to the next part of the Blood Moor. Ooh. Step, step. Man, I'm rolling in these potions. Yeah. Let's just get a little bit organized. Lovely. Doodle-doo-doo, doodle-doo-doo. Such a good soundtrack. Ah, perfect. Alright, it's time for a killing spree. We need to find the Den of Evil as quickly as possible. We have no time to waste. Once you get that XP shrine, you have to go, go, go. Den of Evil should be around here somewhere. Oops, I missed. Come on. There's Flavie. There's the path. It's gotta be along here somewhere. Oh, that's another well. Damn it! My XP shrine's gonna run out. Alright. It was obviously north along the path. Come on, Den of Evil. Where is it? Where is it? I don't understand. Unless it was in the previous area and I walked past it. Damn it, I must have walked past it. Oops. Gotcha. Hello, Flavie. She has a good bit of dialogue if you try to get here before you're ready.
Turn back. I can tell that you need more experience to fight safely in the next wilderness.
And if you run out here without Takara's quest, she tells you to go and get it. It's very nice of her. I guess it must be around here somewhere. In fact, it might even be on this patch. Hello, quill rats. Yep, there it is. I ran a big circle right around it. Damn. Oh yeah, I should have seen it because the path doesn't actually split there. Or rather, it does split there. Well, into the Den of Evil we go. But first I shall...
I hear foul creatures about.
Spend my attributes. Let's start off with some dexterity. And we shall get our first bow skill. Magic arrow or fire arrow? Let's go for magic arrow, I think. Because these are pretty good. But I think I'll get magic arrow. And just assign that to F1 and that to F2. Of course, now we just need some arrows. I don't think... No, I didn't. Oh, I can put my armor on, of course. Oh yeah, and look at that. The person's avatar changes, I get silver shoulders. What shrine is... Oh, it's the health shrine. Oh, I missed. Eat it. That's right, step into my range. Do it. I'll stab you. All of you. And... another dead rogue. Gotcha. Ha! So you get from running away from me. Alright, that completes that little circuit. Stab, stab. You can see why I wanted to find the Den of Evil quickly, because I've got these nice high experience monsters right here. Right in a nice concentrated region for the slaying. Damn it, I thought that was arrows for a second there. Stab, stab. There'll be no running around and no running around and kiting for me. Yeah, I am pretty overburdened, aren't I? See, normally I'd go back to town at that point to sell stuff, but actually I can pick the hand axe up there. But I don't really feel that inclined to right now. Because early on, gold is an issue. But there comes a certain point where gold stops being an issue. Gotcha. See? Ranged weapons are cool as shit. Hey, come back.